Bob Mason from FX Empire, and welcome to the daily crypto tech review of Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and Ripple's XRP. We're looking at the MACDs, the moving averages, the day's support, resistance, and pivot levels, and the Fibonacci's. It is Thursday, the 25th of February. Jumping straight into Bitcoin against the US dollar, looking at the hourly candlesticks, bullish start to the day here. Going to need to see Bitcoin avoid a fall through the pivot at 49,324 to take a run at the first major resistance level, sitting at 51,746. Going to need to see support from the broader market for Bitcoin to break back through to 51,000 levels. So barring an extended rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level and resistance at 52,000 to cap any upside. In the event of an extended rally, should see Bitcoin test resistance at 55,000 before any pullback. Second major resistance level sits at 53,777. A fall through the pivot would bring the first major support level at 47,294 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Bitcoin should stay clear of the second major support level at 44,872. 23.6% fib at 45,501 should limit the downside. Looking at the MACD, we've got a bullish cross this morning, supporting the early upside. On the EMA, we're seeing the 50 narrow on the 100 and the 200, but we could see a bearish cross of the 100 through the 200 that needs to be monitored early in the day. So key through the early part of the day, avoid the pivot at 49,324, break back through to 51,000 levels to bring resistance levels into play. Failures to do that and support levels are in play. Moving across to Ethereum against the US dollar, also bullish this morning. Going to need to Ethereum avoid the pivot at 1613 to take a run at the first major resistance level, seen at 1726. Going to need to see support from the broader market for Ethereum to break out from yesterday's high that was at 1714. Barring an extended rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level and resistance at 1750 to cap any upside. In the event of an extended rally, could see Ethereum test the second major resistance level at 1827 before any pullback. Fall through the pivot would bring the 23.6% fib at 1579 and the first major support level at 1512 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Ethereum should avoid sub 1500 levels. Second major support level sits at 1400. Looking at the MACD, we've got a narrowing of the bearish histograms. We could see a possible bullish cross, so keep an eye on that through the morning. On the EMAs, the 50 has narrowed marginally on the 100 and the 200, supporting the early upside. So keep through the early part of the day, avoid the pivot at 1613, break back through to 1700 levels to bring resistance levels into play. Failures to do that and support levels are in play. Moving across to Litecoin against the US dollar, tracking the broader market. Positive start. Going to need to see Litecoin avoid the pivot at 180.09 to take a run at the first major resistance level, saying at 191.3. Going to need to see support from the broader market for Litecoin to break back through to 190 levels. Barring an extended rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level and the 23.6% fib at 195 to cap any upside. In the event of an extended rally, could see Litecoin test resistance at 210 before any pullback. Second major resistance level is at 200.89. Fall through the pivot would bring the first major support level at 170.50 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Litecoin should stay clear of the 38.2% fib at 163 and the second major support level at 159.29. Looking at the MACD, we got a bullish cross this morning, supporting the early upside. On the EMA, the 50 looks to have bottomed out against the 100 and the 200, so I need to keep an eye on that through the morning. So keep through the early part of the day, avoid the pivot at 180.9 and break back through to 190s to bring resistance levels into play. Failures to do that and support levels are in play. Finally, looking at Ripple's XRP against the US dollar, also a positive start. Going to need to see Ripple's XRP avoid a fall back through the pivot of 0.4737. Take a run at this first major resistance level at 0.4960. Going to need the support of the broader market for Ripple's XRP to break back through to 0.49 levels, however. So barring an extended rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level and yesterday's high at 0.50044 to cap any upside. In the event of an extended rally, should see Ripple's XRP test the second major resistance level at 0.5228. The 23.6% fib at 0.5320 should cap any upside, however. Fall back through the pivot will bring the 38.2% fib at 0.4632 and the first major support level at 0.4 0.469 into play. Barring an extended sell on the day, Ripple's XRP should stay clear of the second major support level at 0.4245. Looking at the MACD, we've got a bullish cross this morning, supporting the early upside. On the EMA, the 50 has also bottomed out, so narrowing the gap on the 100 and the 200, but need to keep an eye on that. So key through the early part of the day, avoid a fallback through the pivot at 0.4737 and break back through to 0.49 levels to bring resistance levels into play. Failure to do that and support levels are in play.